What's going on, movie lovers? Movie Menu Official is back with the heat. Today, we're counting down the top 5 action movies you absolutely have to see. Nope, just pure adrenaline. Let's get right into it. You have to hear about the new Roadhouse movie. It's a total blast of action with a cool story and a tough guy you'll instantly root for. Imagine this. Elwood Dalton, played by the awesome Jake Gyllenhaal, is a former UFC fighter. He's trying to keep a low profile, but his past is always kind of hanging over him. He ends up in the Florida Keys and gets a job as a bouncer at a rough and tumble bar called, you guessed it, the Roadhouse. This isn't your fancy cocktail bar. The Roadhouse is wild, full of rowdy people causing trouble. The owner, Frankie, played by the cool Jessica Williams, hires Dalton, hoping he can clean things up. And boy, does he. Dalton is calm, but seriously skilled in a fight. He can handle pretty much anyone who tries to mess with the bar. Things start to get a bit more peaceful, and the locals can actually come and enjoy themselves. There's always a bad guy. Enter Ben Brandt, played by the intense Billy Magnuson. He's a rich and spoiled criminal who wants to control everything in the area, and the Roadhouse is standing in his way. He starts sending his goons to scare Dalton. This is where the real action kicks in. Dalton isn't going to back down. He takes on Brandt's whole crew, and the fight scenes are seriously awesome. Gyllenhaal is super convincing as this quiet but deadly fighter. Plus, there's a bit of mystery around Dalton. You get the feeling there's more to him than just a bouncer with great fighting skills. The movie isn't just about the punches, though. There are some interesting characters and tense relationships. You see the respect growing between Frankie and Dalton. And Brandt, he's the kind of villain you love to hate, arrogant, and doesn't take no for an answer. So, if you're looking for a movie that's packed with action, has a cool underdog hero, and a storyline that keeps you hooked, the new Roadhouse is definitely worth checking out. It's a fresh take on a classic, with Gyllenhaal delivering a fantastic performance. It's not just about honey. It's a thrilling, action-packed ride with a hero who's got a serious sting. Meet Adam Clay, the always awesome Jason Statham. On the surface, he's a quiet beekeeper, living a peaceful life next door to an elderly and kind woman named Eloise. They have this really sweet, almost mother-son bond, but their peaceful world shatters when Eloise falls victim to a nasty online scam and loses everything. The tragedy pushes her to a point of no return, and Adam is absolutely devastated. But here's the kicker. Adam isn't just any beekeeper. He's a former operative of a super secret elite organization known as the Beekeepers. Think of them as the last line of defense, the guys you call when the system fails. And when the system fails Eloise, Adam unleashes his past. What follows is a relentless mission for revenge. He dives headfirst into the dark world of cybercrime, determined to find the people responsible for Eloise's demise. His investigation leads him to a powerful and corrupt tech mogul named Derek Danforth, played with slimy charm by Josh Hutcherson. But Derek has a powerful protector, his mother, the always brilliant Jeremy Irons, who happens to be in charge of the president's security team. This isn't just about getting even, it's about taking down a whole rotten system. The action in this movie is insane. Statham is at his best, delivering brutal and satisfying justice to anyone who gets in his way. Every fight scene is a knockout, has more than just punches and explosions. It's got a compelling story about loyalty, justice, and what happens when you push a quiet man too far. Adam Clay is a force of nature, and watching him dismantle this criminal empire is incredibly satisfying. The movie keeps you guessing with twists and turns as Adam climbs higher and higher in the criminal food chain, uncovering a conspiracy that reaches the very top. Pamela Danforth's character adds another layer of complexity, torn between protecting her son and upholding the law. So, if you're craving a movie with a strong, silent hero, non-stop action, and a satisfying revenge plot, The Beekeeper is a must-see. Jason Statham delivers a powerhouse performance, and the story will keep you buzzing with excitement from beginning to end. Trust me, you'll be hooked. Get ready for a wild ride with The Gray Man. This isn't your average spy flick. Meet Six, played by the effortlessly cool Ryan Gosling. He's not your typical hero, recruited from behind bars. He's a ghost, a CIA gray man, the guy they call when things get seriously messy. He operates in the shadows, unseen, unheard, until bam, mission accomplished. But Six stumbles upon a secret, a dirty little truth within the CIA that puts a massive target on his back. Suddenly, the hunter becomes the hunted, and the agency unleashes a relentless force to wipe him out. Enter Lloyd Hansen, a deliciously wicked Chris Evans. This former CIA operative is a loose cannon, a charming psychopath who plays by zero rules. He's hired to hunt Six down, and he brings his own private army of chaos. Think relentless Terminator vibes, but with a sinister smirk. What follows is a breathtaking, globe-trotting game of cat and mouse. From the bustling streets of Bangkok to the romantic alleys of Prague, Six is on the run, dodging bullets, outsmarting assassins, and leaving a trail of explosive action in his wake. The fight choreography is insane. Think Bourne-level intensity, cranked up to 11. Amidst the chaos, Six crosses paths with Danny Miranda, the fierce Ana de Armas. Initially tasked with bringing him in, Danny soon realizes the lines between good and bad are blurred. She sees the corruption Six is fighting against and decides to risk everything to help him. The Gray Man isn't just about the explosions and the incredible stunts. It's about a man fighting for his survival against the very people who trained him. It's about the murky world of espionage, where trust is a luxury. Gosling's quiet intensity as Six perfectly contrasts Evans's over-the-top villainy, creating a dynamic you can't look away from. De Armas brings her signature strength, making this trio a powerhouse on screen. So, if you crave a movie that throws you headfirst into a world of spies, conspiracies, and non-stop action, The Gray Man is your ticket. It's stylish, it's thrilling, and it's guaranteed to keep you on the edge of your seat until the very last second. Trust me, this is one you don't want to miss. You have to check out the Roundup Punishment. It's the latest chapter in the awesome The Outlaws series, and this time, Detective Ma Seokdo is facing his toughest enemies yet. Detective Ma, the powerhouse Don Lee or Sma Dong-seok, is back with his signature no-nonsense style. He's tackling a dangerous online drug trade case, but things quickly escalate when he uncovers two seriously nasty kingpins, played with chilling intensity by Kim Woo-yeol, a former mercenary who's brutal and incredibly skilled in combat. This guy is ruthless and will stop at nothing to get what he wants. Then there's Jung Yi, the cunning Lee Jun-hyo, an ambitious and twisted mastermind who's rapidly expanding his online drug empire that's wreaking havoc on Seoul's streets. Detective Ma is tasked with bringing them down, and it's going to be a brutal showdown. Baek Chang-ki is a formidable fighter, and going head-to-head with him is a serious challenge. If you love action movies with a charismatic hero and seriously intense fight scenes, this is a must-watch. Get ready for a thrilling ride. This isn't your typical war movie. It's a wild, almost unbelievable tale of a secret mission during World War II that was so unconventional it was practically ungentlemanly. Picture this, 1942. The Nazis are dominating Europe, and their U-boats are sinking Allied ships left and right in the Atlantic. Traditional warfare isn't cutting it. So, Prime Minister Winston Churchill, played with a twinkle by Alan Ritchson, decides to take a massive gamble. He assembles a top-secret team of absolute misfits, led by the charismatic and utterly fearless Captain Gustav March Phillips, the ever-charming Henry Cavill. This crew is anything but your typical soldiers. We're talking about a brutal Danish warrior with a penchant for bows and arrows, Pilu Asbeck, a suave explosives expert with serious charm, Henry Golding, a Spanish sailor who's like a fish in water, Hero Fianis Tiffin, and a hulking powerhouse who can handle pretty much anything, Babs Olusan Mokun. Their mission? Infiltrate a heavily guarded German U-boat resupply base deep behind enemy lines and blow it sky high. This isn't about heroic charges or polite battlefield etiquette. Their methods are, let's just say, unorthodox. Think deception, cunning, and a whole lot of creatively applied violence. They're basically a Black Ops team before Black Ops was really a thing. The movie is packed with fantastic action sequences, explosive raids, close quarters combat, and the sheer audacity of their plan will have you on the edge of your seat. But it's not just about the bang-bang. The chemistry between this ragtag team is hilarious and surprisingly heartwarming. They're a bunch of rebels who find camaraderie in their shared, incredibly dangerous task. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare shines a light on a little-known true story, proving that sometimes the most effective way to fight an enemy is to throw the rulebook out the window. It's a thrilling, funny, and utterly unique take on a war film. So, if you're looking for a movie that blends historical fact with over-the-top action and a healthy dose of dark humor, this is it. Get ready to witness a secret mission so audacious it could only be described as ungentlemanly. Trust me, you'll be thoroughly entertained.